for coming. I am going to make you squirm because we're going to talk about the dirtiest word in the English language right now. The dirty M, masturbation. But why is it dirty? I don't know why it's a dirty word. I don't know what gave it such stigma, okay? When I was younger, because there is a generational gap, okay? My mother never talked about it. She never talked about sex with me. Because her mother never talked about sex with her. Masturbation, forget it. So the funniest part was, I think it was that whole, you'll learn about that later. Oh, no, honey, we don't talk about such things. My personal favorite was, oh, honey, the girls don't do that. That one confused me because I was told, good girls don't do that. But my male cousins were doing it down the hall like every day. So I'm like, what does that mean? I can't do it, but they can. I got past that. I said, okay. No problem. But I'm a woman. I'm a sexual woman. And I thought, well, it's not that bad. Why can't we talk about it? And every time I would say something to somebody that we're going to talk about it, they always said, oh, no, we can't talk about that. No. Okay. Fine. So let's talk about the masturbating pink elephant in the room. Okay? Let's get it out in the open. Why is it dirty? Okay, why is it so dirty? Why do people shiver up every time they hear about it? Back in biblical times, you were not to do anything sexual. You were not to have anything, anything impure. Because you were told that those who live like that will not inherit the kingdom of God. So when you start talking about someone's biblical, someone's faith, and you're saying, oh, if I do that, I will get closer to my God. Well, I'm not going to do it. So, of course, it got its stigma right on down the line. To the point to where in 1700s-ish, there was an anonymous book that was published on, I can never say it, but it's anonymous. In that book is where it talks about if you do this, you will grow hair on your palms. That's where that came from, that book that was anonymous. But that was also during, Puritan times, so they didn't go there. Masturbation is openly talked about all around the world, believe it or not. In England, it's mashing the bishop. In Portuguese, it's playing pocket pool. But then you gotta love the good old US of A. My favorite, 5-finger tango. Like, when you think of tango, you think of two people dancing. When someone says 5-finger tango, that's what they're talking about. So it is talked about, but it's still anonymous, and you still can't actually say the word masturbation. Still can't say it. But everyone's doing it, right? I thought so. A study showed that 32% of people masturbate every day. 31% only a few times a week. 15% once a week. 8%, once a month. Now, 14% of people never masturbate or never have. Why not? I don't know if it's still the stigma or if it's they're just not sure. Okay? So what's the point? Why masturbate? What's its end game? The end game is let's find out what I like. Find out what I don't like. That's just a few perks of masturbation. Just finding out what you like, what you don't like. We're sexual people. We're sexual beings. We're supposed to know what we like, what we don't like. We go and taste food. So you need to find out what you like and what you don't like. This is where Seinfeld and I disagree. I think to conquer my body, I am the master of my domain. That's how I look at that. There are also benefits to masturbation. A lot of people don't realize it. For men, it has been found in a 2004 study that men who masturbate about 21 times a month have a lower risk of prostate cancer. In women, we get a stronger pelvic floor because you're working those muscles down below and they're making them stronger. It's like when you get older and you have babies, you hear an older woman say, "Oh, I sneezed and I peed a little bit." It's because the muscles in her pelvic floor are weak. Masturbation actually has been proven to solve that, along with lighter menstrual cramps. And let me tell you, masturbate, take a hot shower, out like a light. You're off the count. Now, what are the different things that people do to masturbate? There are several things. Men, unfortunately, they get the proverbial sock, the t-shirt. Me personally, I told my boys, don't you dare masturbate in a sock or t-shirt. You keep that in the shower so you can take a shower afterwards and it's going down to dry. I don't want no extra laundry. We're good. Of course, you know, they have pocket aids now. Pocket aids are essentially, it's for the pocket, you know, but it feels just like a vagina. So a man can actually feel this, and it feels great. Okay? Or they can have their normal trusty Rosie and her 5 friends. Woman, we're awesome. Let me tell you why. Because we can either go with the regular old proverbial vibrator. They're coming up with revolutionary aids for us to help guide us to what we like and what we don't like. The most amazing revolutionary is my little friend here. Now, it's just like air. All it does is it puffs air. And you can charge it, which is great. So now masturbation has taken such a whole new turn for everyone that there's really no reason why we shouldn't. And what is really an orgasm? It's an endorphin-fueled release. And what is wrong with an endorphin-fueled release? I personally wouldn't mind a society full of people with endorphin-fueled releases. We might be a little nicer to each other. And honestly, as Elle Woods said infamously in Legally Blonde, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't kill their husbands. So if we were all a little happier, maybe we wouldn't want to kill our husbands. So again, I just want to persuade people to say, you know what, masturbation is not a bad thing. It's not dirty. It's okay. If you do it, great. If you don't, great. Everyone's done it. Great thing about masturbation is it can be free. Thank you. Oh, and one last thing. I wanted to leave you with a...
Good night, sweetie. Mommy loves you.
It's big, isn't it?
Yes, Peter, it's very big.
Yeah, it's big. Oh, God, yes! Yes! Yeah. Oh, you're gonna use that thing. Good.
It's okay.